30-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, first and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and
from the shotgun. It's Bridgewater. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take it.
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Brown in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Bridgewater's pass.
It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the gun, Bridgewater. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Panthers 0.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball stopped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Brady now on first down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. Brady now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scotty Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, You've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter, get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Bridgewater.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tampa Bay.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The tackle.
Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Jones, the ball carrier. He's taken down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. McCaffrey on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jim McCaffrey on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
41-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 1st carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action now. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
On the carry.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
44-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Jason Pierre-Paul on the stop. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
they stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Panthers 25. Buccaneers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Joey Sly lining up for the point.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
First down.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
The ball carrier.
Ronald Jones, 53 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Corey Clement. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go. Go.
To throw is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Brady. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. But he is
come
not
around.
going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
30.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Clement. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Now Bridgewater. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. You got this slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard.
They go play action. Bridgewater looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And it takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Fighting him off. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he got it! The kick is good. He splits the uprights, and in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it?
Man, I just lost to go to the fucking NFC Championship. Yeah. Man, that shit came down to the last second, bro.